Fuck you.
Okay.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're gonna be doing a quick little rebranding. Inshallah, you want to tell them the name of it?
Yeah, so we changed the name of the podcast, and we are now going to be called the 2Gs and Drew podcast. So I don't know if we should we call this episode 5 or just start again to episode 1 or
We'll keep it on episode 5.
episode 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently whenever you look up the Wednesday show, Wednesday Adams Netflix
The Wednesday
show
comes up.
What a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Hey, look at us picking a great
on that
name.
one. So we just decided on a different name, and that's what we're going with. 2Gs, Grim, Gonzo, and Drew.
What's up?
So here we go.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's just go
Alright.
right straight into it. How's everybody's week? What do we all do?
Great. Actually doing really good. I got a newbie into some disc golf. One of my new coworkers, I got him into it. He has a hell of a putt, bro. From like a 20-footer, like 25-footer. That guy was hitting pretty straight on.
Hell
Where'd you guys play at?
We went to a Rio Chamisal there at the Chavez Center in Santa Fe, and then we started there at hole 6 where like the parking at the bottom is, and I was telling him like, all right, well, this is your putter, because I got him a premium. I just bought him, I did the Gonzo thing, and I got him a premium disc set right off the bat just to get him started. And I was like, this is your mid-ranger, your driver, and your putter. And I was like, this is a practice basket. Like, you want to get, the most important thing is going to be your putts.
Dude, his eyes are fucking redder than fuck.
Yeah, no, dude, they get redder than devil's dick, dog.
Dude, that's fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
I can't take you serious right now. Son of a bitch.
Anyway, so I take him there, dude. They're like, I was like, oh yeah, you want to practice your putts? That's like the most important part. So he starts like standing like, I don't know, like 15, 20 feet away, dude. He starts like taking some pretty long putts, man. He got some pretty good putts in there, and he was hitting them straight in. I was like, dang.
And
he
you never
shows
played
up.
before?
Well, I asked him about that, and I guess he played Ultimate Frisbee.
It's somewhat of a
Like
definitely-
a similar concept type deal or what?
Brody
feels like a
Smith.
putter. They feel
Brody
like putters.
Smith transitioned from Ultimate Frisbee to
He's a-
disc golf.
He's a badass.
So it's not like the hardest thing to do if you're an Ultimate Frisbee, or it's somewhat of an easy transition if you know what you're doing. Which Brody Smith was an absolute badass. If you've ever seen any of his Dude Perfect videos,
That's
when he
actually
used
what
to,
I was just about to bring
and
up.
that shit's like 10, 12 years old, bro. You got to look that. I think I showed you, didn't I?
yeah, you
Yeah,
did
the
show me
old
that.
videos of
Hitting
just-
football field fucking long with the rollers and
yeah,
shit.
off
Yeah.
of the roof of the Dude Perfect building, or even those crazy putt when they were actually putting, not using Ultimate Frisbees. Him and I think it was Macbeth and Simon Lizotte. They were just
Jumping
doing
on
that.
the trampoline.
Yeah, or
I've
just
seen that
rolling
video.
it on the wall of the
the
hockey
sides,
rink
yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah, it's if they played Ultimate Frisbee, it's somewhat of not the hardest transition to do it.
Yeah, so he's hitting some pretty hard putts. So
That makes sense.
as a newbie, what have you usually seen for like the new people that you're breeding in on their like first game roughly? What do you think their score is? If you remember any of them,
Anywhere between 23 to 30 over.
right?
Mhm.
That's exactly what I told him.
What did he do? Like
13 over.
wow.
Yeah,
That's good.
bro.
Was
this
that
guy-
his first time ever playing
That was
disc
his
golf?
first time ever playing disc golf, and he on the last like 5 or 6 holes, he got pars on all of them.
Nice.
Except
Was
one.
that Arroyo Chamisa?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And as in the last holes, you're talking about the last like
yeah,
as in
technically, yeah,
3,
like
4, and
from like
5,
literally
yeah.
from like 1 to 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, literally, yeah. So he did really, really well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Did he like it? Does
He
it
did.
sound
he
like he's
really
gonna
enjoyed it. Yeah,
try to
yeah. I
keep-
don't know
keep
if he's going to go
consistency?
do it on his own, to be honest, because he does.
It's a lot funner to do it with someone else and
Yeah.
have people
Yeah,
that
it
show you
usually
the
is.
ropes and stuff.
But I told him, I'm like, if you're ever down to go like out to like 2 Gray, I didn't tell him 2 Gray. Well, kind of did tell him 2 Gray, but I told
Does
him,
he,
I'm
is he from Santa
you-
Fe?
he does live in Santa Fe, so I'm
That's
like, you're
what we
going to
always
be
tell.
up early.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
always tell our coworkers too, because me and the homie are always like, "Oh, we always go play disc golf. Our favorite's 2 Gray Hairs. It's not that far from us. It's like maybe an hour and change. But since you live in Santa Fe, it's gonna be like a 2-hour drive. So if you guys
At
are down
least.
for it, take
told
a
them,
drive
like,
up
yeah.
north.
It's a great field,
It's
a
the
great
best.
course. There you go. It's a great
personally,
course.
I
a great
haven't
course.
I haven't played a better course in New Mexico yet. And well, I haven't played much courses.
I
I
think it
played
just
like 6 or
depends.
7.
I low key like Roosevelt too.
Roosevelt's cool, but
Roosevelt's
it's
but-
basic, you know, and it's
Yeah.
always full, and there's always so
Bigger
much
city.
stuff. Yeah, there's so much.
I enjoyed the one at Jaguar because of all the distance. Right? I really enjoyed like. the-
I'm
the
already
distance
getting
was
better.
cool.
I'm getting a lot better at.
Yeah,
my
you're
distance.
outdriving me. a
That's
lot.
what Jake and Megan were telling me when we played.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, you're getting a lot better. You should stop playing this and start moving up to the second course. Or
I'm
like
down,
whatever
bro.
like
I'm
that.
always down to go hit it with
Yeah,
you.
because they jumped in on us when we played. We were like, where were we? Like 13 or something like that, or 8. We were at 11.
11 or 12.
We were at hole 11, and they jumped in on us at that. And they're like, we're not even mad. It's a challenge because these holes are so much shorter now, so we have to learn to tune in and throw, so we don't throw so far and shit like that.
15 to 30 feet doesn't really sound like a lot, but when you're throwing fucking that much, it makes a fucking pretty big difference.
Did you know,
Honestly.
like, what hole is that? Like 15 or is it 14? The one where we finally make it past the arroyo and all. I mean, the little ditch and stuff. And we're
14.
14, and I've always overshoot it. Every time we've been playing for the past few weeks, I always overshoot it into the fence. When we played, what is it called? It's pros, or what do they call
Recreational.
it?
Rex.
It's Rex, and then the second
Pro
one
and
Pro,
advanced.
and then advanced. When we
No,
played
Pro is last.
Pro
It's
is
Rex Advanced Pro.
Okay, when we played advanced, I didn't. I think I still overshot it, huh?
Yeah, it's because fucking you're over here eating your spinach right before you fucking throw.
You got you got that dog and
Yeah, I haven't
That's
played in a
hilarious.
while with Jake and Meg, and they were impressed. Like, damn, dude, you've gotten a lot better since we played last time. I was like, I mean, no, like I was telling John today when we were playing, I was like, I'm getting to the point where I need to start hitting that Mamba mentality and start telling myself to do what I'm afraid of. I was like, I can't forehand shit. Start forehanding it. The only way you're gonna get better is to keep doing it.
it's a useful tactic in a lot of holes.
Yeah, I'm
It's
like,
like
if you're afraid to do that, keep doing it. Like, what the fuck? We're playing for fun.
Like Jake said too, that Megan had been practicing on it for like 3 years, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And dude, that's one thing I need to work on too, my fucking forehand.
I started working it because like my forehand is like I'm super comfortable with it. I've been backhanding a lot, dude, and I've been nailing some shots, bro. Like I've almost aced a couple holes already.
Yeah, it's all about practice. Like, and how I showed you guys the new zone I got. I didn't even throw it today on the round me and John played, but I gave him my old zone, the Pro D one that I found at 2 grade. That it was just my placeholder. I was like, here's a zone. Try it out. You might not like it at first. Ricio didn't like it at first, but now that's his go-to putter and approach. Whenever that's his go-to. You'll always see that. What is it, like lime green? I was like, that lime green buzz pump come out, and he throws it, and it's like sideways. It's coming in like a saucer. Psh, and then as soon as I gave him my zone, he was just. He's like, damn, boy. Why didn't you show me this disc earlier? I'm fucking nailing these. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you're killing it, just like how Ricio does it. They look like their saucers coming in all crooked, and then still makes it.
Yeah,
15, 20 feet.
their choice, dude.
The zone is a good ass disc.
Yeah.
The reason why it's so popular.
Yeah. So that's why I enjoy. I lost my Avenger. That's
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Like how?
It had to have been at Roosevelt. I had to have thrown it and just not picked it up at some
That's
point,
definitely
bro,
what happened. The
because-
fact that no one's called you is it's pretty sad.
Yeah, that
Because
hurts.
because I do believe I already forgot who
Is
gave
this
it to me.
word?
Yeah. Jesus, I already forgot the name of the homie that gave me the disc. Robert's name and number wasn't on that anymore, huh? So it
No,
finally
but
linked off.
my
Yours
name
was
may
on.
have- my name may have actually
Starts
worn
to
off
come
on
off.
there. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so then-
I haven't checked my discs in
Yeah.
so long. So
And then that was the thing too. I was always the one that always told you, "Where's your discs? Where's your disc?" And the one time you played without me, and you
yeah,
lost your
honestly,
shit.
yeah, I wasn't being babysat by Chalo.
Fuck, or me getting you drunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What about you? What'd you do this week?
Man, this fucking week.
Concert after concert
Yeah,
after
I
concert.
hit 3 concerts. I had 4 on the schedule.
Did you just go to OGZ? You skipped
Fuck
it, huh?
no. I did not go to that shit, bro. Anissa went. I gave her my ticket. She went because she I wasn't going to go. I was like, I'm not going to this, whatever. I don't want to go to it. And then Anissa's like, me, my sister, and my cousin are going. And I'm like, fuck, that means I'm going, huh? She's like, yeah. I was like, damn it. But I'll get to OGZ since that was on Friday. I'll get to that. So we did Megadeth on Wednesday. Carla drove, which was good because she managed to drive us, and I got to take a little bit of shut eye.
Make some memes, huh?
Yeah, the next night, Thursday, was Ghost, so it was on me to drive.
That picture that you posted, was it on Snap
Snapchat?
Dude, that was fucking great.
Ghost posted that picture themselves. I look all pissed, and like the fucking sad part was, it wasn't at the point where I got mad. I got grumpy because towards the end I got very grumpy. I was like, I want to go home already. I want to sleep, and I kept telling her, I'm like, can we go home? She's like, no, fuck no, we're staying for the whole fucking show. We're staying for the whole show. I'm like, all right. And at one point, I did end up like just sitting on, just like kind of passing out. And then guess what? Boosh! Just big old fireworks cracking woke me up, and I'm just there like the rest of the night. I'm just so grumpy. I just walk up the hill, just
mad like
mad.
a little kid, just
Exactly,
waiting to go home.
exactly. And as soon as we got in the car, I'm like, "You're going to fucking Suicide Boys." And she's like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "You are.
You're like,
You made me. You made me go to this shit. You're gonna." And like the sad thing is, it was a great show. I'm not saying I'm a fan of them now, but I did enjoy it. I did enjoy their theatrics, their performance. It was a really, really great show, and we had great seats. So it didn't turn me a Ghost fan, but it took me off from the Ghost hater list. You know, because I was always one of those people like the music doesn't match their image. Like they look like they'd be the heaviest death metal, and they sound like spooky ABBA or fucking Scooby-Doo chase music or whatever. You know, that was always my concept with Ghost. But it turns out they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And so then Thursday but by Thursday I was very exhausted. That's why I got very grumpy. Towards the end I was very, very tired because I wanted to go home. So Friday comes along, my coworkers are like, are you going to that concert? I was like, fuck no, I'm not going to that concert. They're like, do you want to go to Topgolf? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm going home to sleep. Like they made a plan. I think they ended up going to some fiestas. There were fiestas downtown in Santa Fe. If you guys knew that this last weekend,
because the state fair's going on too.
Yeah, so they did the fiesta thing, and they kept like, hey, come on, let's go. I'm like, no. I went straight home and I slept all that night, and then till the next morning I slept till late until like 9 or 10 in the afternoon, and then in the morning, and then we went to another concert on Saturday. But Friday, Nisa, she's like, are you going? I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Here's my ticket. Give it to whoever the fuck. I don't care. Just don't let it go to waste. She ended up finding another person to go with them. And, you know, I'm like, be safe, have fun, whatever. And she messages me like at 7:30. All pissed. Guess what she messaged me? Like, what would your guys' thoughts of something that would really piss you off at a concert?
They get kicked out.
No.
Homie got kicked out. I don't know.
Same thing.
I don't know.
She messaged me pissed. She's like, bro, somebody just projectile vomited on me and my little sister. It's all in my fucking hair. I'm like, you're lying. She's like, I'm not fucking lying. I don't even know who it was, what happened, but I'm pissed. I'm like, wash it out. She's like, I did. I was in the restroom, did the dish soap, washed my hair. I still smell puke. And you know what the worst part was? OGZ hasn't even got on stage yet.
Nice.
And she's like, I'm so mad. She stayed for like over half of his set, and then she left. She said she left to her car at 10:30. The show ended like at 10:40, 10:50 or whatever the hell.
Okay, so she caught most of it.
She caught most of it, but it ruined her entire night.
She caught most of that throw up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she got more throw up than she did at the show.
But yeah, she was like, and then the worst part was she also said it was full of, like I told you guys, it was full with a bunch of people from up north. So it was just like a little party of Spania because there was just so many people. She knew like 70% of the crowd, she said.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't go to that. I'm so fucking glad I didn't go. The next morning, I was like, I'm sorry to laugh at you, but that's fucked up. I'm glad I didn't go to that.
Because you would have been standing right next to her.
Yeah, but then again, you also had to think about, like, would it be different if I would have gone, you know, or whatever?
You would have been in a different location.
Yeah, there's always
the butterfly effect.
Exactly. So who knows what would have, maybe someone else would have gotten thrown up, but someone definitely was going to get thrown up at one point.
Fucking
you know?
shitty, dude.
But yeah, so I'm glad I didn't go to that. And then on Saturday, me and Carla had meet and greet to see Movements because we were going to go to Movements.
That one was gas.
It was a really good concert.
Movements is dope.
Yeah, Movements was really dope. You guys missed out. It was a really good vibe.
You missed out.
Yeah. Hey. So we did our thing. You know, we went to the store, got those new discs or whatever. We had lunch, and then we got to We got to Central and we're like, all right, I'm really exhausted. Let's get some coffee. And we pulled up. We walked up the road to this thing called Culture Coffee. Culture Coffee. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
No, never.
I'm not
It's
a
down on
coffee drinker,
Central.
so-
It's on Central, right? Just literally you go up the road from where the launch pad and stuff is, and it's on the same block that right up the road in between.
So
But it's
downtown, basically.
it's on Central, and we expected it just to be a coffee joint, right? We walk in, we ordered our coffee. As soon as I walk in, I immediately noticed the guitarist from Movements. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? That's the guitarist. I'm like, dude, look, what the fuck? Like, I'm all freaking out. And she's like, what's going on? I was like, that's one of the members of Movements. And she's like, oh, that's cool. So you just want to get the same thing we get? I was like, how are you not freaked out? She's like, because they're just people. Get over it. I'm like, you got a point. And then next thing I know, around the corner, here comes Spencer, the drummer. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And then a few minutes later, here comes the other member, and I was like, Jesus. And then they all had different food, and they like sat on a little table. And she's like, well, are you gonna approach them or anything like that? I was like, no, they're chilling. They're being humans. They're enjoying
You're
their.
probably the only person who recognizes them.
Possibly.
Well, some people passed by wearing Movements clothes and stuff, and they like pointed at them. They're like, yeah, you're gonna do a good show, whatever the hell. And I'm like, that's cool. That's crazy that they're all here. I wonder where Patrick, the singer's at or whatever. And I'm like, he's probably, I'm not going to go out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then as soon as they eat and they do their thing and they're about to head out, Patrick walks in. And he's just like...
Oh, crip walking.
Yeah, because he's in a casting, but he's like... I overhear him saying, dude, I just woke up from the fucking gnarliest nap, bro. I slept for hours, dude. Like, you guys were gone. I'm like, where's everyone at? So then he's like, well, I'll see you guys later. And then like the rest of the band left, and Patrick just stayed sitting on a table on the phone the entire time and all that. So I'm like, cool. But this little Culture Coffee place that we went to, it turns out it's a coffee place. You go down, there's a Naruto ramen bar in there. There's a fucking sandwich shop. There's a pizza shop. There's a chicken strip shop. There's a bar in there. There's another bar in there. There's a nightclub down there called 505 or something, but the nightclub was closed and shit. So this whole little, like, what we expected to just be coffee, it does a big circle and it's just all kinds of different shit, bro. It's fire.
tight.
It was really fire. So that's what we were really...
Like a mini food court type deal of bullshit.
Exactly. That's
Cool.
That's why the different members of Movements were all eating different food, because they all got from different respective little shack type of things. I'll take you guys one of these days to show you.
Fuck yeah.
But it was
that
pretty
sounds
tight.
dope as hell.
But yeah, then we went and we did our meet and greet, and there was like, it was crazy because like the meet and greet line was like down the block, and the general admission line had like maybe 10 people. I was like, fuck, are these many people really meeting the band? But yeah, a good handful of us were meeting the band, and we made a bunch of friends that night because these two girls walk up behind me and Carla, and we're like, this is the meet and greet line, if you guys have general admissions, the other side. But they had meet and greet, so they stayed there, and we stayed talking back and forth. And we finally got back in, and we met the band and talked to them, and we're like, well, I told them, like, we noticed you guys in there, but we didn't want to approach you. You guys were having lunch, enjoying your downtime. We were going to meet you guys anyways. Why would we bug you? And they're like, oh, that's cool, bro. We really appreciate that, actually. Thank you for not, being...
Spazzing out.
Yeah. He's like, thank you guys for just actually essentially, thank you for treating us like people and just leaving us alone while we eat, especially considering the fact that we were going to meet them later. Because they're like, oh, yeah, I recognized you. I was like, I recognize you guys from the coffee shop. I was like, cool. I was in there with my Movement shirts. I just had my fucking... fanny pack, like, just don't look at me.
I'm gonna hide my fanny pack so I don't get embarrassed.
I know. Let me hide my Movements logo with my fanny pack so I don't get embarrassed.
I don't want to be that fan that fucking gets a restraining order put on me.
No, not even at that. I just don't want you guys to be like, oh, these guys are going to the show for sure.
You're about to trample me.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, maybe if you don't notice, whatever. But it was no big deal. They were really cool, but. So yeah, we ended up talking to the two girls that were there. They were these girls. It turns out they were from Farmington. One lived down the road in Durango, and they came all the way down to Movements for they came all the way down for one of their birthdays, and they were going to party and all that. And we were just talking with them. Only one of them had meet and greet. So once the meet and greet was over, and we were lined up to the side building to go in. And I went out to take all our merch into the car. I was like, I'm noticing people are going back and forth. Like, there must be, like, we're not technically in yet. So let me run to the car and take all our merch and we'll come back. So I did that. And I'm like, why don't you just tell your sister to walk in. You know, meet and greet's over. There's no way that they can prove or not prove that she had meet and greet. Just if they ask, she was with us the whole time. So she's like, all
She
right.
finessed her way in.
Yeah,
huh?
she made her way to the early meet and greet, the early access line with her sister, so they can stay together and all that. And they were really cool. And we started talking, and it turns out that one of them is going to Suicide Boys in Denver, so I might see her again. We ended up getting split up, so we didn't even none of us exchanged the socials or anything like that. But yeah, we made friends with them, and then Carla made friends with these other two like goth girls. Like there was this one that got like, you know, stereotypical goth girl, like really pale, dark hair, green bangs, and all that. And the girl,
Not
like,
the green band.
yeah,
Bang.
she
Oh.
kept telling like bumping into Carla and saying, I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't want you to think I'm a bitch or anything like that. Blah blah. And she's like, no, you're cool. You know, we're here. We're at a concert. You're bound to be bumping into people. And then the girl like immediately got real. She's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like extremely suicidal person. Blah blah blah. You being really nice to me means a lot to me. Can I hug you? And Carla's like, sure. And just right away, that girl just big old hug. And yeah, it got so real so fast.
I
And
know
she's
he hurt
like,
himself hitting him like that hard.
yeah. And then she's like, well, what's your name? She's like, my name's Carla. And she's like, oh my God, my name's Kayla. Let me hug you again.
Jesus.
Yeah, and
All
she's,
bonding, all
yeah, and she's
trauma
like,
bonding.
here's my put your Snapchat info. Let me add you right away. The girl asks Carla, and Carla puts her info in, and they add each other and all that. And she's like, this means a lot to me. You don't understand, blah blah blah, and like, whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like she made so many random friends. I was like, damn, Carla, I didn't realize you were so socially like that. You know, like
Social butterfly.
yeah, at least when it comes to going to concerts and stuff, because everyone's going, you know, like-minded people doing like-minded things. We're all going to go see the same band. We're all going to go have a good time. And, you know, we were there having a good time the entire time until Movements got on. And it got crazy, bro.
No way.
It got so packed and so, like, squished in. Because I fucked up. I fucked up and I took everything to the car. I mean, everything. I took my wallet in. I was like, if I leave my wallet in the car, I'm not going to spend any more money on merch. I'm not going to buy anything. I forgot my fucking ID.
Ooh.
As soon as we went in and they started ID checking, and I was like, can I just run in, run back to my car, get my ID? The guy's like, no, re-entry. I was like, fuck, dick. I'll go out and I'll pay the $20 fee again, fucking asshole, with my ID this time. But I was like, whatever. I had to sit there and survive with the fucking kids on the stage start. So I couldn't go upstairs. I couldn't go to the bar area. I couldn't go to the side area. I was limited, and I was so mad because it was all my fucking fault for leaving my ID in the car. How was I gonna remember? You know?
It happens.
Exactly. So we had to stay up front in the middle the entire time, and it got so bad that I lasted 3 songs for Movements, and I had to leave the pit. I like forced my way out. And
did you just throw your fucking
Yeah.
wax pen?
yeah, and then
Hope it didn't break.
no, that's fine. But then layer of sweat, my own sweat on my shirt. I'm like, as soon as I left the back, I'm like, oh, fresh air. You feel the fresh air, and I'm like, Jesus. And it's like, of course, it's just crowded. And as soon as you get out of the crowd, there's those jockey, big old fucking guys thinking they're at a Pantera concert and shit, mosh pitting to some Movements. I'm like, what's going on here? What the fuck? I'm glad I didn't end up in your guys' fucking general direction or whatever. Because I would have started throwing fucking, I would have started swinging, but I ended up just in the back area. Even,
Let me tell it.
yeah, I had to just message Carla and just tell her, I'm back here. If you have fun, if you can survive there, good on you, but I'm back here. And like 2 songs later, she's walking by and she's like, oh, hey, there you are. I was like, it was bad, huh? She's like, yeah, I couldn't. After that one song I really wanted to see up front, I had to leave. I was like, yeah, it's bad.
So
It's
you
bad.
related to all those memes, huh? Fucking after the age of 30 being in the pit, fucking.
It's
Basically.
just El Rey, bro. El Rey, like a bunch of concert halls
Just
get
never
hot. El Rey's just gets next level, and they do nothing to fucking fight off that heat, bro.
I could imagine, bro.
They do
fucking-
nothing. One time we went to see Dire Art is Murder, and it was like in February, bro. Fucking February, and it was hot as hell in there. In the fucking winter, bro. It's just so hot. And they had fans blowing on madres. They have the huge fan there. We were right next to a big industrial fan, and we were still, it was just blowing hot air, bro. They do nothing to want to cool that place down, and we were upstairs for that art. So just imagine how bad it was downstairs for movement. 'Cause it was so gnarly. It was nasty. It was very bad.
Damn.
But overall, it was a good weekend.
Good weekend.
Yeah, for me. So how was your weekend?
My week was pretty tight. So I got tickets to the Isotopes game. It was my first time going or whatever. It was by one of the companies. They had a suite there. I was like, all right, tight. I know you had fucking a bunch of concerts to go to. This guy didn't get out of work till 7. The game starts like at 6:30ish. You know what I mean? The other person I was gonna invite, Lynchy, fucking, he's getting ready for his trip too. So
Where did Lynch go?
he's going to fucking Germany, dude.
What the? Oh yeah, he was
At the
telling
end
us
of-
about
at
that
the end
for
of
the
this week.
Yeah.
He's been hyping it up for the longest time. I
Fuck
can't believe it's
yeah.
actually already time.
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped for him. You know
I
what
think
I mean?
he was even talking about that shit back when we went to Texas last year too, right? It's been like that long
No,
coming.
I don't
No.
think he brought it up though.
They just recently, like in the past couple months, he's probably brought it up. But anyways, we had these tickets to the suite or whatever. I ended up going. It was like a work related thing or whatever. It was pretty tight, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'd been to a baseball game before. I'd been to the Rockies, and so I kind of knew what I was getting into and all this and that. We get there, we check our ticket or whatever. They just tear it and give me a little VIP wristband. They walk us up to the suite, and it was, like I said, work related. But
Really?
We had a bartender, we had food. Like, it was pretty badass, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's no other way to watch a game, but I'm pretty sure those fucking suites get pricey as a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
I've gone to United games and they're fucking like they're really fun.
So the company that actually hosted us for that suite, they mentioned that they might get United games too. So hopefully, sometime in the near future, I'll probably get to check that out.
That's
The
badass.
season ends in October, so if
I've always
anything, it might
wanted to
be
see a
next-
United game.
Yeah, me
It's fun.
too.
It's so much fun.
So like at the game itself or whatever, it was pretty tight. Like, so there's the suite, obviously. There's like a couch. There's a TV there, like broadcasting the game on top of like giving like the full commentary and shit. And then outside there's like 2 rows of, I think, 5 seats. So there was 10 seats total. You know what I mean? It was the guy that got us the seat. It was his wife, daughter, one of his bosses, I would assume, because this lady was there and dude, she was getting fucking trashed off of margaritas. It was myself, a plus one. It was one of the other coworkers I have, 2 of my other coworkers and their family. You know what I mean? So it was pretty tight. The food was, okay, concession stand food.
It's ballpark food. you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
concession
You know what
stand
you're
food.
getting. They have Dion's and
No, we didn't get Dion's, unfortunately. But there was a popcorn. There was a.
I mean, if you're not paying for it,
peanuts.
fuck it,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
it
what I'm
was
saying?
fucking
Some
tight.
dogs.
They had a fridge with like waters, cokes, beer. The bartender, she had a bottle of Bullet bourbon,
Dude.
Tito's vodka, and Hornitos. Something basic,
Little
nothing too
different,
crazy.
yeah.
It was all paid for, so just tip if you got a drink. I had like 3 drinks, bro, and that's like the most alcohol I've had this whole month. But it was pretty tight. The Isotopes ended up losing.
Even when they lose, it's a fun game.
It was still,
bro.
it was a tight ass experience. They lost 8-6 or 8-5, but they kept it pretty close, dude. The mascot run was funnier than fuck too. Like I said, I've
They
seen
keep
some.
it's entertaining.
It
what
is,
you
for
know,
sure.
Even with the soccer game, I don't know if a baseball game is longer, but a soccer game is usually about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours.
Yeah, this was 3 hours
Okay.
because we went in. We got there like 6. We didn't leave till
9 or 10.
like 15 after 9.
Yeah, that's more or less around the same time you
And-
get out of a United game.
Yeah, and
9:30.
like it didn't fill up like crazy either, so traffic wasn't that bad leaving.
United's games, depending, it gets pretty packed.
I could
sometimes.
fucking imagine everybody gets pumped over the United games.
Oh yeah, they got a big ass following, especially when it's something like the last game of the season or
Playoffs.
Meow Wolf Night or whatever have you. You know, they do special event nights,
Yeah, Isotopes too, and
which
I think
is usually when they do throwback night, Dukes.
green
chili cheeseburger day.
cheeseburgers, fireworks.
They used to. I don't know what the hell they do now, but they used to do like a Stranger Thing night too, and
Oh, that's
like
cool.
yeah, different stuff. I would want to go. I would love to go to either a throwback Dukes night or a green chili cheeseburger night because they give everyone a burger.
Hell yeah.
That'd be fucking tight.
That would be
Sponsored
tight.
by Lotta Burger. But yeah, everyone gets a burger because you know how it's usually like the first 5,000 fans, whatever, first X amount of fans for a green
Mhm.
chili cheeseburger day. Everyone gets a burger, dog.
Tight, yeah. And then Sunday, me and this guy went to go play disc golf.
Mm-hmm.
We went to go play at Chamisal. It was okay. This guy shot 6 over. I shot 9 over. Not too bad. We played in the red tees. And then we started working out, huh?
Yeah, we hit the gym. We had went out there and we had hit arms. My shoulders, my chest. Oh man, I am dying. I am dying. But the worst part of it was yesterday. We actually went. After work, I'd met this guy at the Anytime. Yeah, the Anytime here in Espanol, and we had hit legs, bro. And that frick.
You feel it for
bro.
whatever
I love
reason.
leg day. Don't get me wrong, but I hate leg day.
There's
so
a reason why
much.
we have so many. What's the name of the crab from SpongeBob?
The what?
The crab, the
Oh.
lobster.
Oh,
Larry
Larry's-
Lobster.
Larry, yeah.
living like Larry's,
Yeah.
Yeah, looking all like that.
like Doritos.
Fucking Doritos. Yeah. So fucking I was telling him about the training split that I want to do. So one day, all upper body, you know what I mean? Chest, shoulders, back, biceps, curls for the girls, you know. And then that includes abs. That's one thing that we haven't done.
That's one thing we should actually start finishing. That's one thing that Lenchi would always
Finish
Don't
up
you
it.
need to like
finish
really
up with abs
like
every day.
Yeah, you're gonna need to
finish
really
with
work
abs
on
every
your
day.
Yeah.
focus on your diet when
Oh,
it comes
dude,
to
Bro,
when
my
it comes to
diet's
abs.
Trash.
So, dude, this is how I've been eating for the past 2 weeks: chicken, rice, broccoli,
Sick.
spinach, dude, clean as fuck. And I
Damn.
got I'm cooking it in avocado oil, bro. It's like a little pan spray type deal thing, 0 calorie bullshit, whatever. Even the seasoning I got for my chicken
Oh,
is
you
0
white
calorie.
now? Huh?
It's like
Yeah,
This
yeah.
You
guy.
white now?
this guy's a wrestler. His name's Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing. He's like, you want great abs, you just worry about what you eat. Stop eating fucking trash
Yeah,
all
well,
the time. It's
I
literally
eat
what he
trash
said.
a lot.
Just stop eating
You, on
trash.
the other hand, you have to eat like shit if you
I
wanna-
have to, exactly what Lenchi said.
Yeah.
I need to start. And the same with homie. He wants to start going to the gym.
Who, John?
Yeah, well, time to come on home.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
He just needs to start getting his food intake in because he
Me
eats
too,
like
bro.
a little bird.
I eat once. Yeah, I eat once a day, and sometimes it's trash.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's okay.
Yeah, he needs to learn to eat more, and then he can start focusing on eating better.
Mhm.
yeah. So basically, so this is what my morning has been or whatever. I just got yogurt fucking today. I went grocery shopping today, so it's like a low fat yogurt or like a fucking plain ass Greek
yogurt, yeah,
plain
or
as
whatever
fuck.
the hell.
A little bit of oats, you know what I mean? I got a
Oatmeal.
powdered peanut butter too. That's actually fucking
Ooh.
gas, dude. Yeah, you can make your own consistency.
Uh-huh.
So for 2 tablespoons, you're supposed to use like 1 tablespoon of water. You know what I mean? And dude, a mouthful of that, like a spoonful of that or whatever, fucking will actually suppress your appetite. I bought fucking instant coffee because I don't have a coffee maker. So that's coffee in the morning, a little bit of yogurt, and like I'm like fucking literally weighing this shit, not weighing it out, but like measuring it in a cup and shit, and using the measuring cup instead of fucking just dumping a fucking lot in a bowl. Oh, I'm eating healthy, you know what I mean? That's what I used to do before, but now like I'm very fucking being like very strategic with it, basically.
I need to honestly, bro. I'm lazy because I just need to start like meal prepping or
It's
like getting some
because-
more like a healthier diet.
And even at
going
that, you have time, bro. What time are you going up? Work 9?
on.
10?
I try to get there by 8:45, so I try to leave my house no later than 7:45.
The fuck is like? I leave my house at fucking 6 in the morning, bro. You have plenty of time to do. all that
That's something
stuff
I was
in the
telling
morning.
this guy is like
You are
I'm up
just
I'm
lazy.
up like super early. I am lazy,
Yeah.
but what I was telling this guy is like what I want to start doing, man, is like I feel like I need to start doing something.
It'll be start
But
doing stuff as
between-
soon as you wake up.
Yeah,
and you'll
between
go to
because
bed
I like
early.
wake up and I start getting ready for work, and I feel like I need to actually do something between that.
Like if you start working out in the morning,
Yeah, because
like early in the morning, yeah.
I need to be at the gym by 4:00.
We
That
fucking-
would have to be me too. I could do 4 in the morning, work out to like 5 and change, and then get fucking ready and go to
Yeah.
Santa Fe.
So if you're the way I want to do leg day, bro, it's gonna be like at least 3 hours in the gym easily,
3 hours
for leg day.
Jesus.
Because we
We
skipped
hit it.
we skipped a couple of fucking exercises that I
We
wanted
did.
to hit.
Mm.
So we hit all the leg machines. So most of the leg machines.
Most of the leg machines.
There's like a calf raise that you're like laying down on, and you fucking raise your calves or whatever.
Leg
You gotta
curls.
keep the leg curls. You gotta keep your feet fucking pointed back straight or whatever. We did that. We did like a leg press. We did this other Smith machine. It's fucking like a hack,
For, like,
like a hack
squats.
squat, basically.
Yeah, they're
You
called
load
hack
weight
squats.
on and you fucking like. It's basically this inverted fucking leg press, essentially.
Yeah.
What
It's like the
fuck
leg
else?
press, but instead of pushing up with your legs, you're squatting up.
The fuck else did we do? We did calf raises.
Calf raises. We did.
We didn't do fucking squats. Well, we did the hack squat, but
We did the hack squats, but we didn't do other squats.
yeah, we wanted to do fucking with the bar, but that was fucking preoccupied. There was another fucking. There was 2 other leg machines that we didn't hit. It's like it's to work like the inside of your thighs, basically. It looks gay as fuck when a guy's doing it. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie, but
it's that
it
one that
helps.
looks like you're like pressing and you.
yeah. So you
Yeah.
condense and then you also
Go, like-
fucking open it too. Yeah.
Calf raises.
And
Or
then-
did you say that? I don't know. We
Oh,
did
the calf curls, but we didn't do the calf raises.
Oh,
We did we got on the treadmill to warm up or whatever. We did a mile each, right?
yeah, we did.
I
Just
kinda, I jogged and I walked. I walked more than I jogged, but fucking, I'm still, a big
Oh,
boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I try to alternate. I try to like go like at a slow speed and then work my way up to a jog for a bit and then go back down to a slow speed and then do it back up. I try to do that like 3 times for a
So-
mile, between a mile. Yeah.
I did like a 15 fucking minute mile, and I want to get that down to like at least under 9 for sure. That's my goal. You know what I mean? For now. After that, we did all those exercises, all this and that, and like I said, we skipped out on a few, and I told him to loosen up. We'll do like another mile fucking on the treadmill. We won't run it. We'll just walk. Well, all the treadmills were taken up, so
Mhm.
this guy hops on the bike, and I hopped on the elliptical. And how many miles did you do on the bike?
I hit
after all?
3 exactly.
3 miles,
I
yeah.
hit exactly 3.
Dude,
yeah.
that fucking elliptical kicked my
Yeah,
fucking
this guy killed
ass.
that thing. He was on it for a while. He hit it hard, bro.
Dude, I was fucking like, I was gassing out like fucking every like 5/10 of a mile, dude. I'm like, what the fuck,
But
dude?
yeah, dude, but fucking killed that thing. Dude,
Yeah,
honestly.
it took me like 15 minutes to fucking get 1 mile on that too, dude. But that thing fucking just beat the fucking dog shit out of me, boy.
Mhm.
And fuck, dude, like that's when I came to realize, like, fuck, dude, I'm fucking out of shape, like bad, dude. Because I used to be able to do this shit, like not, I wouldn't say like a breeze, but it was easier. And now fucking it's just fuck. But I mean, I feel good about going to the gym and shit.
Honestly, yeah, my biggest thing too is like I'm just lazy. It's hard to get me to the gym, but when you get me there, I'm there for the workout, bro. I am there to hit it hard.
Yeah, and like the thing with me, like I fucking once I get started, I'm straight, bro. The hardest part is showing up. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
Fucking today, for instance, when I went grocery shopping, like I get, I don't know if you want to call it anxiety, but like I just don't want to be around people. You know what I mean? Especially at the grocery store, like. Dude, I fucking love online shopping. I had cash on me. I didn't have it in my fucking card. So I had to get down and fucking interact. I just, dude, plugged in my fucking AirPods and I'm like, fuck, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
That's why I don't go shopping unless it's in Santa Fe. And then I had to go on Sunday to Walmart for a few things that I actually like. I was like, I need these right now, like the stuff to hang the posters and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hope I don't see anyone. I hope I don't see anyone.
Yeah.
I see people as soon as I get to the electronic section, which was home base. I was gonna get an iPhone cord and go home, cash out and go home, and then they're certain shit. I'm like, fuck, all right, whatever.
Yeah, and I get like that in the gym too, and then I'm like thinking about it, like, fuck, everybody's
That's
here just to
why-
do their thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and that's also why it's a good idea that we can just go to ones in Santa Fe.
Don't get me wrong, those ones are nice too, but at the same time, like, fuck, like, nobody's there to bug me when I'm working out. I'm not there to make friends. Like, I'm here to fucking
Exactly.
work out and bam, do my thing. You know what I mean?
It's
If I see you, cool,
yeah,
what's up, dap you up. You know what I mean?
it's
But
just
other than
gonna
that,
be a bunch of familiar faces.
fucking
Always.
tunnel vision. You know what I mean? I don't like. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I know you cool, like I said, dap you up, bam. But I'm here to do my shit. I'll let you do yours. Because we
That's a good
didn't
thing
fucking
about
spend
it,
time
yeah.
talking to nobody, and I knew a few people in there too. You know what I
I
mean?
knew a lot of people in there. I knew
Yeah.
a lot of people
We
in
already
there.
live in a small town, bro. We
Oh
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And that
it's
was
the
a
only
small
fucking
anytime.
gym too. You know what I
The
mean?
only
It is
gym,
now, yeah. I mean,
Especially
they
the only
have-
one that the cops don't go to.
Yeah, because they have
There's
those.
cops there fucking when I first showed up, dude.
Yeah.
It's just their own preferences or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe
'cause-
they don't want to go to their fucking gym because they don't see ass there.
A lot of
Probably.
anytime is one of those places where a lot of people's jobs insurances will cover for the membership.
Absolutely.
Mine included. I'm just
Mine
I
too.
think
again,
mine
too lazy to
is-
actually.
Yeah, I think after as soon as I clear my probation period is when my insurance is going to kick in.
Your shit should be coming up though, right? How long you been already? Like 2
A
months.
month.
A month?
It's only been a month?
Yeah, it's only
Oh,
been
wow.
about a
I
month.
thought it was longer.
It feels a lot longer, but yeah, it's only been a month and a few days. You know, I started the 8th last month.
Yeah.
I don't even think my homegirl has hit her end of her probation time, and she was there for like maybe a month and a half before I was. You know, she's getting very close to the 90-day for sure. They keep her supervisor keeps bringing it up. Like, we're getting close to your, because that's what they do. They do a 90-day probation and then they do an evaluation, and they see a raise, and to see if you're satisfied at your position, if you want to move up, blah 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 blah. You know, whatever the hell.
All that good stuff. Yeah.
I'm almost there. I think by the end of October, more or less, it will be the time that I'm going to be going.
Do you have like fucking like a 401k, retirement, fucking all that good stuff?
I believe so.
You should find out who it's through.
Yeah, I'll find out and let you know, because Drew's the money man.
Because what the fuck was it? That bank that crashed or whatever? It was like a 410 or a 401 plan. What the fuck was it? Do you remember hearing about that like a few months back? Some people lost fucking like hundreds of thousands, like fucking overnight, basically.
No, I guess I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, so there was a bank that fucking, it was a 410 or a 401k plan. I'm not exactly too sure. Fucking, I'm pretty sure you can tell me the difference between the two.
Well, a 401, well, it depends, because the only ones I've ever had, because every job that I've ever worked with, coincidentally, has always been a Charles Schwab kind of. Charles Schwab is the 401k plan that they use. So, in all honesty, I've only heard of Charles Schwab for my 401k.
Okay.
So other than that, I don't know what the other ones are, to be honest. I know I've heard of them because my grandma's told me, but my experience only was Charles Schwab.
And the reason why I know the difference or whatever, because this lady came in and she was pissed, dude, because she lost like $25,000 that she had been putting into her. It's either a 410 or a 401k. I'm not exactly too sure what it was, but she was pissed. But she had the opposite one of the ones she lost, so it kind of like worked out. But she was more mad because she lost the one that had more money in it, and it happened like just overnight like that too.
So it's like, so it was like her stocks?
Not necessarily.
No, I see, because the bank it foreclosed.
Yeah,
but a lot of things like that's what doesn't make sense, is like,
because this shit's supposed to be FDCI or some shit like that.
Well, you're supposed to have like a guaranteed like
protection up to a certain amount or some
shit.
Yeah,
because like, you guys remember when Valley National sold out?
Yeah.
They sold to Century.
So there was like a lot of their members who were like, so for example,
transferring over or choosing not to or whatever.
Yeah. I know like a lot of credit unions, like when you become a member with them, you actually share a hold in like their stock. So if they do sell out, like which happened with Valley National.
You told me about that, but they were a national bank. They were in a credit union.
But even still, though, if you're a member of something, usually that's why I say is like something in like those, something like that big, if you're putting like
most of those people that were at Valley National Bank were already there for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever the hell that bank was there.
And even at that, like, even my grandma said, like, when because she had worked at Pizza Hut, like, way back when she was, like, super, super young.
It was her first job, she told me.
And when, like, Pizza Hut, yeah, exactly.
Before
Pizza Hut, like, just kind of basically opened.
Yeah.
Same thing, because she worked there, she got a share in their stock, and she didn't know, like, what that really meant at the time. So she had, like, went a few years without, like,
job
caring. And finally when she did need it, she had like looked into it, and that stock, because it was Pizza Hut, right? It was just beginning then,
fucking 40 years ago.
Yeah,
the hell, you know.
Yeah, and it was just beginning then. So the stock when she had started working there was like really fucking low. I'm sure. I don't know what the heck exactly it was, but when years later,
cost of living though too.
Yeah. And when years later, when she had like remembered about it, and she's like, "Oh well, what about that?" She looked into it, and she had got like a decent amount of money back because it had grew in stock, obviously from all that time that she had forgot about it. But that's why I'm saying though is if they did like go bankrupt or like whatever, usually something like that has like a failsafe for their shareholders. That's why I'm like, unless it was just a stock and they were just investing in a stock.
That might have been it.
That had to have been it, because if it's like something like, that's what even like Social Security was even made for, is to secure your money.
Yeah.
It's to secure the money that you have. But So something like that, it had to have just been a stock because it's happened to me. I invested in stocks. I've been thinking about getting back into it. I just don't want to get
Yeah, because we talked about it on
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Sunday.
we did talk about it on Sunday. I just don't want to. I want to find a different. I want to find like an actual. I want to do more investigation into different apps, into different like websites or whatever to use for stock trading before I actually like start using the apps or whatever for it, because
Don't you have like a digital wallet or anything?
I do have a digital wallet, but it's not because of that. It's because, like, for instance, with the whole incident, if anyone remembers, if anyone else got into stocks, with like the GameStop situation, and
They even made a
They-
movie about that, dog.
they restricted me. I could only buy one stock, only one share. I can only buy one share at a time, which was
Bullshit.
bullshit.
What app are you using?
That was it's the most famous one. What the hell is it called? Robinhood.
All right, now we know not to use it.
Yeah, don't use Robinhood. Well, it's anyone that that's owned by, what the hell was the name of it? Hedge funds. By hedge funds. If it's owned by
that's
hedge
right.
funds, which is like a majority of apps, which is a ton of apps, which I did look into, don't use it. They are the people who can manipulate the stock, and they do. They're the ones who buy and sell certain stocks, and they can choose because they have so much money and so many people who do invest in it all together as a team. They can control what goes up and what goes down. And that's what was happening exactly with GameStop. GameStop was going to go bankrupt, so everyone decided to buy GameStop shares. Everybody, as collectively as a whole. This is like when one of the first like situations was like one of the internet coming together for
It
social
was like a
things.
4chan thing or something.
Dude,
Exactly.
Those memes are funnier than fuck. Oh, you only
I
offered me
got a
fucking
shit ton of-
$25 for my 20 games? How's it feel now, bitch? Yeah.
Bro, so
Like
everyone
I
was
said,
like upset, but it was a childhood thing. So we saved it. The people saved GameStop.
There's a movie coming out all about it.
Yeah,
Coming
and
up really soon.
So, but you know what hedge funds did? They only allowed you to buy one stock, one share at a time.
Just a real big fuck you to everybody.
Just a
basically.
real big fuck you to everybody. They're like, if you're using a hedge fund provided app for trading, well, good luck getting any money because you weren't able to do the Dogecoin. That was one I wish I put more money into it because, let me put it this way. It started when I got into it. It was at 12 cents a share. Or no, I'm sorry. It was like at 5 cents a share. And I had put like $300 into it, so I had got like a decent amount of shares out of it because of like all the memes I heard were going, because it had already raised. It used to be like 0.05.
Yeah. So you got
Point
roughly
0.005. I'm sorry, 0.005, and I invested when it was 0.05, so 5 cents. And
so roughly like 15,000 shares.
yeah,
something
I was
that.
like, you know what? I'll put a little bit because like at that time I had like 300 because I was doing really good from like Carvana and what the hell was I keep forgetting Carvana, and Tesla was making me a lot of money. But anyway, I had like 300 just extra to spend on whatever stocks. I'm like, you know what? Because I made decent money on what I was able to buy with GameStop. Because what I was doing is I was kind of like glitching out the system in this way of like backing out and going back in, and I kept buying buy one share at a time, and I kept buying one share of GameStop, and I ended up making a decent amount of money on that whole GameStop thing.
Bandhammer.
Yeah, no, I'd never got the Banhammer, luckily. But with the Dogecoin, I ended up buying like $300 worth. I wish I put like, no lie, because at that time I had like a total of like 2,000 invested in my stocks. I wish I pulled out like, no lie, 1,500 and put it all into Dogecoin, dude. I wish I did, because
It's worth a
I
lot
put
now,
300.
isn't it?
No, it's back down. I'm pretty sure. I haven't checked in a long time, but I'm pretty sure it went back down. It never came back up. But
R.I.P. the dog that was the Dogecoin.
the Doge.
Mhm.
yeah, it
Doge.
fucking passed away recently.
Yeah, I forget
The
what his
Shiba
name-
Inu.
Shiba Inus.
Those fucking dogs are sick.
But with that, dude, I put 300 into that. I ended up getting like a $800, so $500 profit. If I put $1,500 into that,
How long did you let it sit though?
that
before you
was
pulled
like
it
a
off?
week, 2 weeks, because it started going down. That's when Dogecoin started. It lasted like a week when I joined. When I had bought into it, it only lasted a week. So I got $500, and I could have had more, but I had a hope that it was going to go back up, but
Never did.
yeah, it didn't. So I lost a little bit, but I got 500 profit out of that. Still, if I put like 1,500 into that, bro, that could have easily been, I don't know, like 3,000 at minimum return. So
Should've
an
been
extra
so
15.
couple.
I could have doubled my 15, yeah. Because I doubled my 3. I almost tripled my 3. I got 800 total, so 500. Yeah, so I did double my 3, so I was like, I for sure would have doubled 1,500 on that one. But that was one thing, man. But no, back to that. It had to have been a stock then that they lost like money overnight, just like that, because that happens, bro.
So speaking about financial whatever. Have you ever like looked in, like, I know you were selling your DVDs and shit there on like your Blu-rays and all that. Like, have you ever looked at any of your other collectibles?
There are certain things that I have that are somewhat valuable, but I haven't reappraised anything in a while because like there's a bunch of shit always. Just like anything, it all fluctuates back and forth within like prices and stuff. One thing that I trip out is the Funko Pops. Some Funko Pops just keep going up and up and up, and some that were like $80-$90 just.
So are there like certain websites that you go and check it out, or you just go based
Funko
off
has
of
their
easy
own,
pay?
yeah. Funko has their own app where you can prioritize and make your own thing and set up your own account and see
Put your collection
the
and
value, the
Yeah.
estimated value of it, and all that. Same with the records. I have a Metallica box set. I think it's worth like $5,000 now.
Fuck.
I've seen
And what did you pay for it?
a couple hundred.
Damn.
Maybe 175 or something like that. But from what my homie was explaining to me was they did, because they were doing it every 30th anniversary of their album, they would release these big box sets, and it was like the first one they released a big amount, didn't sell that well. So then the next year they made just the same amount, which is the same thing, didn't really sell that well. So by the third album, they're like, all right, we're gonna make 20 or 30 some thousand less because we haven't been pushing them. We even still have the first 2 box sets in our fucking warehouse, whatever the hell, right? And by the time that one came out with a less pressed of them, I bought it because it was my favorite Metallica album, and then slowly vinyl came back with the fucking vengeance. So they've released, I think, another 2 albums, and because they released the first 3, which was Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, and then they did Masters. But then when they re-released Black Album, they upped the price. They upped the number of units by almost double that they pressed the last one, Masters. And then the same with when they released Black Album, they pressed even more, and then they still sold out. Because it's become such a hot commodity, just vinyl in general. And since they've made the least amount of Master of Puppets, that one is going for the most amount of money. Just because everybody wants to complete their collection, but it's hard because there's least.
Is your shit
pressings of
numbered?
it. Yeah, they're all numbered.
That's
every box set that they've released is numbered. That's why I said that they've made X amount for the first one, X amount of the second one, and then they dropped it on the third. They dropped the amount that they pressed, and then once vinyl kicked back in, the next album came out. They made more. They upped which at some point does kind of like deplete the value, but at certain points they're going to end up all being very expensive because it's Metallica, it's a box set, it's numbered, blah blah blah, whatever the hell.
So aside from Metallica, which vinyl do you hold fucking near and dear to your heart?
I don't hold that Metallica vinyl near and dear to my heart, dog. If I wanted to, I'll sell that bitch for $2,000. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I love that album, but I love me some money, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Master of money, that's all I need.
Yeah. The couple of vinyls that I do really hold near and dear, I guess, would probably be the Shaggy 2 Dope one I got signed recently.
You got them both signed, huh?
Yeah,
fucking
he signed them
fire.
both. He's like, we want me to sign both?
How'd you end up with 2 again?
I ordered one on eBay like a month before the show, and it arrived. I think it made its entire journey perfectly fine, but once it got to my post office, I don't know if it was the driver or if it was the post. I'm thinking it was the post office's fault.
Yeah.
They got like 6 different packages, all wet as a motherfucker. Yeah, she walks up to me and she's like, "This one's kind of like it's really wet and stuff, so I don't know what you want to do." I was like, what the fuck you mean? What does that mean? Like, what do I want to do? Like, am I gonna have to fucking?
She was all trying to keep your vinyl all fucking.
No, like
the
she's
juggalo
like,
kicked in.
yeah, she's like we can like it's marked as damage. Do you want to return it? Or do you want to straighten it out with whoever you bought it from or whatever? And I was like, I opened it up because she's like, I don't know if it would be damaged. I'm like, it's a fucking. I opened it up in front of her. I was like, it's the vinyl. It's soaked or whatever. It wasn't really bad, but it was soaked, so I had to let it out, and it was like smashed a little bit. It was damaged. So when I got to the show, the guy in the merch booth right away is like, "Your vinyl's fucked up, bro. We have new ones here." I was like, "Fuck, how much are they? $30. I'll give me one."
How much did you pay for that one you ordered it?
About 30 some bucks as well.
Okay,
So.
There you go.
So I bought a new one fresh out of the box, crispy as hell. And when Shaggy signed I gave him the good copy, and he saw that there was two. He's like, "You want me to sign both?" I was like, "Will you?" I don't give a fuck. I'll sign them both. He signed them both.
So the one you have framed is the one that's damaged, I assume?
No, the crisp one, it was the one I framed. I took it out of the frame, actually. I framed up a different picture, but the Shaggy one, I should have got a Movements one signed. I should have got it live at Studio 4, but I didn't.
That would have been fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I recently got I Want to Die in New Orleans by the Suicide Boys, the gray one and the red and black one.
Do you like their older shit?
I do, yeah. It takes a while to dip in, but I like it because it reminds me of, Juggalo shit. So it sounded like some Juggalo 3-6 Mafia fused shit. You know what I'm saying?
It is. That's exactly what the fuck it is.
The earlier stuff, but they've like I was telling Carla, because like I told her, she's going to fucking Suicide Boys, like it or not. And I was like, my homie has an extra ticket. I'm going to buy it, and you're going. And she's like, you're kind of just trying to guilt trip me. I was like, no, you're going.
No, you're going.
Yeah, you're gonna go it, and you're gonna actually enjoy it.
It has been decided.
Yeah.
What about your comics?
I have.
What's the one that's worth the most? What's the one that you hold near and dear to you?
I don't know which one's the worst of the most. Like I said, you gotta go through and
Check that shit
out
out.
and stuff. Yeah.
How many do you have? You have a bunch.
I have a shit ton, but there's just the comic books that's just like inflated. It's just some shit's not worth jack shit, and then like the most randomest shit is that you'd like not expect is worth so much. But my most valuable is my complete run of Preacher, which is an old comic book series which became a TV show that they shit all over or whatever. But I have the complete run on all the single issues. I got it for like $80 on eBay, and that shit's probably worth a lot now.
Don't you have all the Walking Dead too?
I do, but not single issues. I have like two Pendulums.
I don't know what that means.
They're not like I don't have every single issue individual. If I did, that'd be worth so much fucking money. But no.
Wait, what do you mean? Like I'm still lost. My God, I'm
like,
fucking.
They released each issue one at a time. This is issue one.
So you bought it like a box set, basically, or what?
By the time I started reading The Walking Dead, they were already in like issue 98 or whatever. So they have like volumes with like 42 or 40 some issues, just a big old book.
So there's like no way to like back order any of them, or is it?
You could, but it would cost you a fortune. The first issue of The Walking Dead is I think it has a Guinness World Record of jumping in value in the least amount of time because of the popularity of the TV show.
Those books were fire back in the day.
Yeah, and the thing was, it had a slow turnaround for The Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman at that point hadn't have a comic reach past issue 7. Everything was always 6 issues. Okay, it's not selling well, we're killing it. This isn't selling well, we're killing it. So Walking Dead was his first thing that made it past. And I think he did like 190 some issues. And he did a bunch of other cool shit. But yeah, Kirkman's my favorite writer. But yeah, that's that. And then I also have I don't know if it's worth a lot, but my friend got me a variant cover with like, it was the Death of Spider-Man, and it has like skull angels and stuff picking Spider-Man up and stuff like that. It's a badass cover, and I got it graded. It's slabbed and graded. It's in my room. I don't know what its value is. It's probably a couple $100, but I like that cover a lot.
That's
tight. It was a birthday present. So.
I remember you showing me like the hip hop covers and shit. Those were fucking
yeah. So
I only have one pop that's really worth anything. I have like a total of like maybe like 20 something pops. Some of them are duplicates.
Dude, this fucking guy gave me fucking my first pop. It was the Raiden 8-bit one.
Oh, dude, those are sick. I think Dave has that one too. But the only valuable one I have is Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter. It's like a FYE exclusive. It glows in the dark. It's dope,
like
dude.
I told you, like those Funko Pops, dude, is dumb how some of them Some of them go up.
Yeah, because I bought it at like maybe like $20 to $25, and I think it's I had Dave look it up for me, and it was like $80 or $90 right now, or something like that.
That's
so I'm
pretty
like,
good.
Yeah,
yeah.
I have
like,
some.
Do you collect anything else? You collect rocks.
I'm retarded, but I like rocks.
That fucking dude's funny, dude.
That was hilarious, bro. When I had first heard that caught me off guard, bro. Collecting, as far as collecting wise, no, I don't really. Nothing that I have in mind. No, nothing that I really collect. I collect fucking lighters. Shit, that's it.
Yeah, the fucking lighter thief over here.
Yeah, bro. I'm not the worst one, but I keep them in my room for sure. If it's in my room, it stays in my room.
Dude just has a wall of lighters all of it.
My brother, dude, he's the worst, man. He's usually the one that like he'll show up with like two lighters in his pocket and
walk out with 5 more.
Still pocket like 5 more.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
it's
not
like
on purpose.
And then it's
That's
also
the
like
worst
the
part
funny
is
thing is like people will buy distinct lighters so they know that it's theirs. It'll be like, Dave, you have my lighter.
He's like,
no, I don't.
No.
It's like, look at that. It says Virgo. David, are you a Virgo? Oh, you're right, huh?
You're right. I'm not a Virgo.
This is yours.
So
I asked the
maybe
person.
I am Virgo.
Dude, when I used to smoke or whatever, and I'd fucking try to mark my lighter, I would peel off the sticker and I would like place it on the bottom and fucking like cut it out perfectly, so I knew for a fact that was
or
my
take
lighter.
the child safety lock.
I always do that. Dude, that shit's annoying,
Just
bro.
take
I
it
hate
off.
that, especially in the winter. That shit hurts my thumbs, bro. I'm a child. Call me a child, but that shit hurts.
Baby hands.
Fucking
Baby
shit's
hands.
Drew proof over here.
He's
I
like,
love
look at
it.
my hands. They're
Yeah.
soft. These aren't worker hands.
These are worker hands.
So my homie says all the time too, when they put him in production and he has to work because he's usually doing stuff on the computer. I'm like, how you doing today, sir? And he's like, look at my hands. They aren't working hands, Gonzo. There's cuts.
There's
Son of a
Grease. He's like, this is me, man. I was like, damn.
This
That's
isn't
cool.
me.
I'm going to go wrap this box up real quick.
That's you when you were like, I fucking sit all day at a desk. Like you.
I said
fucking
I do, yeah, dude.
lazy
I've been a pencil
motherfucker.
pusher for like the last like 5-6 years, dog. Probably even longer.
He's had 2 hard jobs, delivering pizzas and pumping gas. That's it.
The
I
dude,
didn't even pump gas.
yeah.
There's this one old lady I did it for because she was fucking old.
She was all trying to put diesel on the
She was trying to put. She wanted you to fill her up with some diesel, honey.
Someone to help me put in my gas. I'm like, fuck, bitch.
I
I'm like,
guess.
all right, fine. You know what the longest part of me pumping her gas was? Following her to her car, dog. She took so long to get there. You remember that?
At that point, I'd be like, I'll do it for you, sweetheart. Just get your ass to your car.
I'm
To
like,
the
I'll
time
meet you
I'm-
there. Yeah. By the time you get in your car, you're
Your
ready
gas,
to go.
yeah, exactly.
I had to reset that fucking pump like twice, dude.
On our way over there.
And it has like a 5 to 10 minute fucking timeout window, dude. And dude, that was fucking brutal. Dude, that clerk lifestyle was the shit.
That
though.
was, bro. Honestly, I wish I was living that lifestyle when I was single. Because when I was living that lifestyle, I was a loyal husband, like a piece of shit.
Oh, dude, do you remember that one time I had that chick bring us food, and then that other homegirl came in,
She showed up
fucking-
like 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later,
Dude,
something like that.
yeah, so-
living the lifestyle, dog.
Yeah, this was dude. I was a fucking dog. So there was this one chick that I was
Dixon
talking
dog.
to. Yeah, that Dixon
Dixon
dog.
dog.
I got that dog in me.
Got that dog in me.
So there was this chick that I was talking to at the time or whatever, and she worked at one of the restaurants in Santa Fe. She's like, "Oh, do you want anything to eat?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" You know what I mean? I completely spaced out that this other chick I was talking to, I asked her to fucking bring me and this guy food.
Oh,
she's
no.
like, I will when I get out of work or whatever. I'm like, all right, bet. So fucking homegirl shows up or whatever, and fucking Freddy's had just like opened up, huh?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I told this guy, I was like, you want something from Freddy's? He's like, yeah, sure. So I gave fucking the chick that was bringing us Freddy's, I gave her money or whatever. I was like, get me whatever, get this guy fucking whatever he wants, grab something for you. She's like, okay. While she's in line fucking for Freddy's, the other chick fucking showed up with fucking like a sopapilla burger from the restaurant fucking Santa Fe. And I was
Shit.
I was like, thanks.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah. No, not babe, just thanks, girl.
Thanks, girl.
Fuck, I'll see you when I get out of work. She's like, yeah, she wanted to talk to me about her day and shit. And like, meanwhile, I have this other chick coming like any fucking second now, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I start like sweating bullets, and I start thinking, I'm like, I'm not with either one of these bitches. What the fuck does it matter? I'll just say that's Drew's chick, if anything.
That's Drew's chick.
But yeah, dude, I was sweating fucking bullets that whole time or whatever. But she ended up showing up, bringing... The other homegirl took off. And then the other one showed up, brought us our Freddy's, and fucking... Dude, I ate like a fucking king that night, I guess.
God damn it, bro.
God.
God damn. Yeah, dude, that lifestyle was the best.
That dog, yeah.
I miss all...
Got that dog.
Got that dog in me.
The lifestyle...
pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? No. Don't touch me.
You don't want to pet me. You don't know what I got.
You don't know what I got. Fucking, I miss
Oh,
the clerk lifestyle, dude, because a lot of our regulars are actually pretty goddamn cool. And the shit you would see every day was
Dude, fucking-
entertaining.
So for context, for anybody that's familiar with Espanola, we worked at the gas station right in front of fucking Walmart back when it was a giant. So we saw a whole bunch of shit. We saw shootings, overdose scenes, fucking
The
fights.
cars pull up on this. I saw them. The bunch of cops like pinch this one dude. Like they came from all angles of the parking lot, pinched him. They pulled him out. They pulled like fucking like 6 guns out of his car, put them all on the hood of his car. He was there for like 45 minutes. They put all of his stuff back in his car and he was free to go. And I remember like the next 2 weeks he came in and I was like, and you asked him, if I'm not mistaken, you're like, what had happened that day? He's like, bro, a bunch of pigs think I have all these illegal guns, think I'm selling illegal guns, blah, blah, blah. They're like, they're all legal, they're all in my name, they're all blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, that's dope. I was like, fuck them cops.
Dude, the first fucking night they put me to work, like graveyard or whatever, I was there cleaning the restroom and all this and that. And I'd seen one of the homeless chicks. She came in or whatever, got some coffee, and she went into the restroom. You know, she went to go do her thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Poke herself in the arm.
Yeah.
Hour goes by, bro. I go to take the trash out. I fucking finish up the cooler, and I'm there mopping, and I'm like, damn, I need to go check out the restrooms. You know what I mean? I should probably go clean those fuckers up too. And
She's still in there.
Dog, yes. Yes.
All
but
passed out or dead?
dead.
She died.
She was dead, dude. Yeah.
No.
She was fucking dead. This was the first fucking graveyard shift I had ever worked in.
Graveyard for real, for real.
Yeah, graveyard for real, for real. So I go and open the door or whatever, and like I just see her there, dude, on the fucking toilet, fucking needle in her arm. She's already all blue in the face, and I'm like, fuck. So I fucking called 911, reported it, whatever, and fucking I told them I don't ever want to work graveyard ever again.
Traumatized.
Yeah, I'm
Not-
traumatized.
yeah,
Well, I mean, that's a good
yeah.
way to get not to work.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Tell him that.
I
But
was
I ain't no
like-
punk bitch.
Yeah, I was like, damn, R.I.P. her.
R.I.P.
fuck.
her.
Yeah. Dude, it was
For real.
fucking brutal, but I was like, fuck, that's a fucked up life, dude. Having to poke yourself every fucking day just to feel right or get well, you know what I mean? Fuck.
I think one of the funniest things I've ever seen there was a couple of the homeless were fighting, dude, and they didn't really want to throw fists. They kept like grappling and
Was that at
spinning
the
and
store,
running.
dude?
Yeah, you remember, right? You remember, right? I don't want
Yeah.
to throw names out there, but like fucking,
I do fucking remember that.
a couple of them were like fighting, air quotations, fighting. They were like, I don't know. Everyone kept saying like, throw a fist. And they did a couple times here and there, I guess.
Dude,
But
they're
like,
swinging to test the
guess.
distance. They're not even fucking, none of those fists were going to connect.
yeah, but that was like honestly one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And then there was another fight. I never saw this fight, but I had heard it from one of the homeless, and I guess one of them had like punched one in the face, but it hit him in the mouth, and that their tooth had cut the other guy's on his hand a bit, right? And it ended
Got
up
that
turning
Hep
into like
C.
a huge infection, bro. That
Yeah.
guy ended up having to wear like a whole like cast or like wrapping on his arm
Gauze
for a
and all
bit, dude.
that.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, my favorite memory from there was, you remember Spider?
Of course, I do remember Spider.
So
I
fucking,
remember Spider.
like, he started mouthing off to Drew or whatever because fucking we had caught him stealing or some shit, huh? So
Yeah.
we were kicking
All
kicking
gumming
him
off
out,
to me.
all gumming off to him. Yeah, fucker was all mulacho and shit. So fucking we kicked him out or whatever, and it was, it was a little windy that day. He goes to fucking swing open the door or whatever after we had just kicked him out. Dude, the door almost fucking took him out, and I'm like.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, dude, fucking Drew will fuck you up if that door almost took your ass out, dude. Fuck. Yeah, dude, like, I mean, this dude probably weighed fucking maybe 100 pounds fucking soaking
70
wet.
maybe if I yeah.
Yeah.
Soaking wet.
Yeah, soaking fucking wet, dude. 100 pounds, dude. I swear. He went to open the door, and like the slightest breeze caught it and fucking even sent him flying back.
That door, don't get me wrong, that door was dangerous, bro. But like, you know, people were like, oh shit, like they would catch it. It would take out some old people for sure. But that guy, bro, it's almost slingshotted him to the other side of the fucking parking lot.
Awesome.
Dude, fuck. You did that Clerk Live too, huh? You see any crazy shit out there?
Not on that side, I don't think.
No, you don't see crazy shit out
Just
towards
fucking,
Rachama.
just tourists, huh?
I
Getting
mean,
lost.
you'll see a couple of burnt out people that live around the area. You know, let me get $1.25 on pump number 2. Why the fuck is gas so expensive here? I was like, I don't know. Ask the lady. She's in there.
Damn, where the fuck you going? Pump 5 or what?
Bro,
I gotta get to town, dog. I'm just putting $1 here so I have enough gas to get to España, where the gas is cheaper now.
It's not even get you a gallon, dog. It's not even gonna turn off the gas light.
It's gonna get you a quarter tank.
It's gonna get you a fucking the light company out of verga.
No electric gas here.
No electric gas.
I almost had actually a really almost pretty close deadly run-in with I don't know if you remember, bro, but around here it was like 2017, if I had to take a guess, 2018, somewhere around there. There was a dude on the run that they were looking for called Johnny Black.
Dude, that was when we were working at the fucking gas station.
So here's the story with that.
God damn it.
So like a month or a couple weeks before that had happened, I had a run-in with the fucker. I didn't know that was him. He came in and he wanted to buy some alcohol.
Yeah, fucking didn't have an ID because I
And
did
he
the
didn't
same
have
shit
an
to him
ID.
too.
And he started throwing a fucking fit. He's like, I'm older than you, blah, blah, blah. Why would you ask me for an ID? Like, blah, blah, like getting
I run
pissed.
this town, fool.
I run that. But he's like,
Those gang signs.
yeah, bro. He's
Yeah.
like, how about you meet me outside? And I was at the time, I think Reese was like in the bathroom or something like that, or my part. I don't think you were there yet. I'm not sure if you were
I
actually
came out
working
and
there.
I caught a little bit of it.
Yeah, dude. And he's like, catch me outside, catch me outside. I was like, you know what, fucking dude. I was like, when we get rid of this line, I'll catch you outside. That line got fucking, it never fucking ended, dude. But eventually I was like, all right, dude, I'm going to go outside. And I looked outside and he was gone. But sure as shit, dude, if I walked out there, he would have fucking shot me dead, bro. He would have shot me dead and left me there in the parking lot for sure. He would have not hesitated. Because that's where he apparently he had like a shootout on the border of Denver, or not Denver, of Colorado in New Mexico or something. And his
I
girlfriend
remember
ended up dying.
that was when I was coming home from Colorado buying weed, so we just kept seeing boom, 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 cop car. It was just like Grand Theft Auto, bro. You just saw a cop car, phew, another one, phew, phew, then you saw SUVs, phew, phew, and you saw fucking the armored ones, phew, phew, and you're like, what the fuck? Next thing you know, you see an army tank, you're like, what the fuck? Grand Theft Auto out here, dog? What the fuck is going on?
That was him, dog. That was
Yeah,
him. And they had a
that's what
shootout.
happened.
His like girlfriend ended up, I guess they like shot her dead and fucking he took off or something like that. But yeah, you bet your ass, dude. If I
remember
walked
that.
out there,
We would have been happy. It would have just been the
two
2Gs podcast. No Andrew.
I love verga.
just 2G's podcast. dog.
That's the one
And that
thing.
was like my first like 2-3 months because I think you joined like 3 months or my first month after my first month of joining in over there.
Yeah.
So it was like my first month of like working there. I would have fucking died.
Dude, yeah, that's the one thing I hated about fucking working there. When you had to cut somebody off, they would get all bubbles. So, dude, like,
Dude, bad.
especially now that I work in a fucking liquor store, dude, it rarely fucking happens that somebody mouths off. Yeah, it very rarely happens. They're like, you're right. You know what I mean? But at the fucking gas station, the fuck you mean you don't want to sell me my 99s? I'm like, fuck, bro, your breath smells like shit. I should fucking just to get that fucking stank out of your breath on la verga.
Stank ass.
Thank ass.
But yeah, dude, it was fucking.
I never asked for a receipt. Anytime I used to buy alcohol, I would not ask for a receipt, or like I would throw it away right away because you remember what happened to James? How he got fired?
No.
You remember how James got fired?
No.
So, you remember Homeboy? He would always come to me. No one else would.
Is that the one that got ran over, actually?
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah. So,
And that was one of the other homeless dudes' dads.
Mhm.
You remember that?
was that one of their dads?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, fuck. I forget his fucking name. I think they
No, I
called him
didn't
like
know.
Bugs or something like that. But that dude fucking is dead now, too.
Oh, fucking hell.
But,
I didn't know that. But anyway, so
His dad used to get fucked up, too.
he would come over to me. He'd buy Yukons, bro. That was his thing. Was Yukon. He would always get 3 shots all the time.
We did that day that he pulled the fucking Wendy's burger out of his fucking pants.
Yes.
Some straight fucking menace to society shit.
He
Oh,
was,
what the
dude. Anytime he showed up,
fuck?
he was fucked up, and like I pitied him, dude. Like I felt bad at first, and but anyway, so James fucking he got fired because he sold some Yukon to this guy. He ended up getting run over and killed, and they found the receipt on him. It said James's name on it because he sold him the alcohol, and they're like, "Oh, he was already super intoxicated by the time he came in, so you overserved him. You're fired." I'm like, "All right, so fuck the receipt."
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, "Fuck the receipt anytime I get alcohol now."
I fucked up and left my screen facing that way, but it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, we have that one there.
It's okay. I know what I look like.
What the fuck did we leave off on?
I had to go take a shit. I felt like
You know,
that's where we left out on. That's why I was so quiet the last 5 minutes prior to this. My stomach was bubbling. I could not handle it.
Got the bubble guts.
Yeah.
can't leave that in there.
Yeah, of course. That's why I said it. Shit.
That is fucking hilarious, man.
Fuck, son of a bitch, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's where we left off at.
So anyway,
now we're back to where we were.
Yeah, because I completely forgot what the last thing we were talking about.
fucking hell, bro.
Well,
anyway, on to bigger and better things.
That's where the topics will come and play, huh? Son of a bitch.
Next camping trip, we still need to plan one.
We got
I would be
like
down for
maybe
one.
a few weeks left to plan it at that because it's starting to get crispy in the mornings, bro.
It is
For me,
sure.
take a word from someone that has to be up at 5 in the fucking morning, bro. It's getting.
But now would be the best
colder
time to plan for next year because it gives us enough time to actually ask off.
I mean,
actually plan for like a decent camping trip.
Are we looking at Saturday and Sunday? Leave Friday.
Preferably, but I mean,
because
I think you're at a job where you get a vacation.
By that point, I will get vacation.
But you would probably want to use it for concerts, huh? Even though you go on weekends and
there's
work
already
days anyway.
They already announced a fucking concert in February. In March that me and my two coworkers want to go to. So
What concert?
it's Primus, a Perfect Circle, and Pussifer. Red
Sounds
Rocks.
like people I've never heard of.
I've heard of Primus. Or
Primus is the
like a grunge type deal, right?
They started in the early 90s. They did a South Park song.
Oh,
yeah, that's Primus. And they also do Jerry was a great truck driver.
Oh yeah,
It's like stepdad music, right?
Yeah.
It's like
They're known
music.
for their
beating their stepchildren.
No, for their really insane bass lines because Les Claypool's one of the greatest bassists. And then the other two bands are bands from the guy that does Tool. It's his other two bands,
shit.
Pussifer and
His
the Perfect.
Other two bands.
Yeah.
So he's getting paid twice
madman.
because he's
Yeah.
getting revenue from both bands.
Of course,
being there.
yeah.
Three.
So it's-
What a genius.
Well, Primus is Les Claypool. It's a different dude, but
he gets like a
No,
share
but
from
the Tool. Yeah,
the
that's
main
what-
Tool guy. Yeah, he's the singer of
What
those
a
other
tool.
Because Pussifer's like a joke band, you know, like they do like funny songs. I think you'll like. Look up Pussifer. I'm sure you'll like them, Andrew. Just
You
based
like
on.
Puss.
You know who you would like? You would like Anal Cunt. You seem like somebody that would fucking rock out to Anal Cunt. Just peep their stuff.
Am I hearing that correctly?
Yeah,
Oh,
Anal
okay.
Cunt. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
All right.
you are hearing that correctly.
I do like anal cunt.
Let you tell it.
Yeah, let me tell it. You tell it. Soggy dog.
Oh,
They did
fuck.
That
should
on
we
I
a
still need
shirt.
that T-shirt. I need a T-shirt like that.
on a shirt.
I just need someone who knows how to make T-shirts. Let me know.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
So should we just wrap it up?
Then it's up to you guys. If you guys,
I never wrap it up. Just kidding.
Lumpy.
Lumpy.
Yeah, we can. We might as well. I mean,
All right. Well, it was a good one for this one, boys.
What fucking
Episode
episode is
5.
this?
Episode 5.
Five.
Come on, man.
No more Wednesday show.
No
2
more
G's.
Wednesday show.
Andrew.
2 G's.
Andrew.
So that's going to be the end of episode 5, guys. Sorry, it kind of went off the rails the last couple minutes, but it's almost like
That's what makes this podcast so...
part of the usual to what we do. You know, it's just
Yeah.
going to be off the rails, especially towards the end. So
Appreciate the support again.
yeah, check us out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe.
All that
Mhm.
good shit.
Smash the like button.
Hit that post notification bell, I guess.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
of that
as
stuff
well.
the YouTubers say. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, the other YouTube stuff.
Share with a homie. That'd be tight. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
share with your bitch.
we just
Yeah, share with a bitch, share with a homie.
But, yeah.
see you guys
Peace.
next week.
Dose.